Woke up. Wake you up. Wake that ass up.
Program your alarm to Power 105.1 on iHeartRadio.
Good morning, USA! Yo 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 yo. Jess Hilarious.
Wake that ass up.
Charlamagne's running the late, and it's Friday. We on vacation. Vacation. This is our last day. Last day. Woo!
Oh, you hype about it, Shorty.
What? I am so hype. I need this rest just to sit my ass down and relax. I mean, I just want to sit down, enjoy the holidays, enjoy my family, and just enjoy the things that come with Christmas, man. I just want to just sit down. That's it. That's all I'm excited to do. I'm actually in Atlanta,
I was about to ask you, how was Jingle Ball? I know you in Atlanta. How was that?
Yeah, I was in Atlanta for 96.1's Jingle Ball, which they do each and every year. I host the show with the talent down here. And it was amazing, man. Salute to everybody that performed last night, from Belly Gang, YK Nice, Bankroll, Nelly, Big X The Plug, Ludacris, Jermaine Dupri, Bow Wow, Da Brat, Ying Yang Twins, Little John, Pastor Troy, Eastside Boys, Little Scrappy. I ran into everybody last night.
Damn, that sounds like a family reunion.
It was a family reunion. And the one thing I would say, I do a lot of these shows and host a lot of these shows and bring out artists and do interviews, and it's always fun. But Atlanta always seems like a second home, and I'm explaining to you why. When I do these shows in New York, everybody's too cool. Like, they perform, they go in their green room, they don't really want to talk, they don't want to... Nah, not Atlanta. Atlanta is like, you sitting there, you just talking to everybody. Everybody's in the hall. Everybody's talking to somebody. Everybody's walking by. Everybody's like, where we going after this? How's your family? What you doing there? Like, it's like a huge family reunion. So salute to 96.1. The Jingle Ball was amazing. If you went to the show last night, I hope you had an amazing time. I mean, Mariah the Scientist was there. I seen Young Thug there. Kehlani, Molly. It was just a dope show. So salute to Louis V. Salute to Jill. It was just they put together a crazy show, and I just had a good time.
That's a lot of people. Did y'all make the money back for that? That's a whole lot of names that need a lot of money.
I don't know, but because of all those names, last year when I did it, I had a green room. This year my green room was the hallway, so I didn't have a green room. So they cut my green room. And then also last year I had a driver. This year Louis V picked me up from the hotel. So I don't know. I don't know if they had to cut budgets, but regardless, it wasn't about that. It was about the listeners and the fans and everybody out there having a great time. And
okay, because jobs been getting cut too. I was gonna say, is that a sign, Envy?
But that's why I didn't complain. Usually I would have been on my light skin and she'd be like, yo, how I don't have a green room. Usually I'd be like, yo, how you gonna pick me up? But because of everything that's been going on in the world, I just took it on the chin pause.
Man, I thought you was gonna be here today, man. I had a Christmas present for you, man.
Who?
Damn.
Well, maybe I'm glad.
Damn,
the last time you gave me a Christmas present, it was a mold of your ass. So maybe I'm happy I wasn't there.
This is a very thoughtful gift, man. And you're not even here. That's whack. I thought you was going to be here this morning, man.
I thought so too, but the flights had another thing, and they didn't want me to come. So I said I'm going to fly out first thing in the morning. But
good morning, Leonard. How are you?
Peace, Jessica Robin Moore. Good morning. How y'all feel, man? Last day before vacation, baby. What's happening?
Yes, man. You would have enjoyed the show last night, the Jingle Ball, and I was just telling them about it. You know who destroyed it and who killed it? Little John.
Come on, I keep telling y'all that. Y'all
goodness.
keep playing with Lil Jon like Lil Jon not a god amongst men.
And he only did crunk.
That's all he
only did crunk.
By the way, this is a man that's been responsible for quite a few different eras, but crunk is a very... Well, I don't want to say underrated, but, if you grew up in the South in the era that I did, you understand crunk.
Yeah, Jermaine Dupri killed it, Nelly killed it, but when Little John, all he did was crunk. All he did was crunk, and oh my gosh. Well, we got Remy. I was Remy. Damn, Rice. Let me stop.
Shoot.
No, I'm not even gonna start now. Let's get the show started. Let's get the show started. Yeah, let's get the show started.
That was disrespectful.
I know. I'm sorry. Because when you think of Papoose, it's I'm sorry.
See, first of all, Papoose and Claressa Shields will be here this morning.
Yes.
Okay. Papoose
I didn't mean that. I swear I didn't mean that.
Papoose has a new EP and short film called Bars on Wheels: A Journey to Save Hip Hop, and Claressa Shields is fighting on February 22nd, I believe it is. So they'll be here this morning.
Yeah,
and our guy Mysonne will be here too. He is appointed to Mayor-elect Zoran Mondani's criminal legal system transition team, so he'll be here to talk to us this morning as well.
All right, well, let's get the show cracking. We got front page news. You got Ying Yang Twins? Oh, my goodness. When this record came on yesterday.
Y'all don't know nothing about this.
Last night, when you talk about to the window, to the wall, to the sweat drop down,
you wasn't even there. You
wasn't around.
My goodness.
You wasn't around.
You wasn't around.
I was around. Was you around?
What? I'm from Moncks Corner, South Carolina. Don't play with me, boy.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. When this song came on last night, 96.1 to beat Jingle Balls, Atlanta's Jingle Ball Crazy.
Dropping the clues bombs for Lil Jon, man. That's the second radio interview I ever did in my life.
Really, Lil Jon?
First radio interview I ever did in my life was Fabulous on Z93 Jams in Charleston, South Carolina. He was in studio, him and Lenny S. And then the second was a phoner with Lil Jon.
That's dope. Well, morning, everybody. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. All right, now, in Thursday Night Football, the Seahawks beat the Rams 38-37. What's up, Mimi?
Good morning, Envy. Jess, Charlamagne, how y'all doing?
Peace, Mimi.
Good.
Good morning. So we start this morning with the clock ticking on those Jeffrey Epstein files. The Trump administration has until midnight tonight to comply with the new federal transparency law passed by Congress to make those files public. Now, as this deadline approaches, House Democrats, they are releasing new material saying it shows why the public deserves to see what the Justice Department is holding. So yesterday, Democrats on the House Oversight Committee, they released more than 60 photos of Epstein's estate. Now, the images were shared without explanation, but lawmakers say they illustrate the scope of Epstein's network and raise questions about who may have been connected to him. Now, some of the photos, they show Epstein alongside powerful, well-known figures. Others include foreign passports, disturbing imagery, and screenshots of messages that appear to be arranging young women to be sent to someone. Now, several images, they also show lines from the novel Lolita, a book centered on the sexual abuse of a 12-year-old girl written on a woman's body. Now, Democrats say they're releasing the images as they receive them after the committee was handed more than 95,000 photos from Epstein's estate last week. Now, Republicans on the committee, they argue that Democrats, they are selectively releasing these images to shape a narrative. But all of this is unfolding with the administration now down to the final hours. And Congressman Roques, he says if they miss the deadline, there will be consequences. Let's listen to what he had to say.
At midnight is the deadline for Pam Bondi to release the Epstein files. That is what Thomas Massey and my bill calls for. It passed this body 427-1, passed the Senate 100-0, and the president signed it. Now, 3 federal judges have ordered the release of all of these files. Here is the reality. Any Justice Department official who does not comply with this law will be subject to prosecution for obstruction of justice. If Pam Bondi does not comply with the law, she will be held either in inherent contempt of Congress or subject to impeachment. We will not rest until the law is complied with and justice is served.
What is Trump going to do today to distract us then? Like, he put out those tweets about Rob Reiner earlier this week. He addressed the nation Wednesday, and none of that really changed the temperature or anything. So that means today he might do something ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, meanwhile, survivors say the slow, piecemeal release of this information has been painful and re-traumatizing, leaving them unsure of what may surface next. And meanwhile, the Justice Department, to your point, Charlamagne, they have not said exactly what documents they plan to release, only that the disclosure is expected before midnight tonight. So we will see what that looks like. And there's a change coming that could affect how marijuana is treated under federal law and what doctors are able to do. So yesterday, President Trump, he signed an executive order that starts the process of reclassifying marijuana, making it easier for federal authorities to study its medical use for the first time in decades. Now, right now, marijuana is grouped under the same federal category as heroin and LSD, but this order would move it to a lower category alongside drugs like Tylenol with codeine, meaning it would still be controlled, but officially recognized as having medical value and lower risk of a dependency. And so what that means for consumers, it will remove the barriers to research, so the FDA would be able to fully study marijuana's benefits and risks, especially for people dealing with chronic pain. So over time, it could expand medical options for seniors, veterans, and patients, no matter where they live. What it does not do, it does not legalize marijuana nationwide, and it does not allow recreational use. And that distinction is important because while many states have legalized marijuana in some form, it is still illegal at the federal level.
Yeah, why is it categorized with heroin and all of that? Why is that? Why is it up there with that?
That's a really good question. It's been like that forever, which is why you see so many people serving those extra long sentences for marijuana.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's crazy. I never knew that.
And why just an executive order? I mean, they're in control of everything. They got the power. Why not legalize it federally right now? That'd be a good distraction today, Trump.
Oh, that would be an amazing distraction.
That'd be a great distraction. Forget
That
the
would be
executive
an
order.
amazing-
Legalize it. All across the country federally. Why not? That'd be fantastic.
Absolutely. All right, y'all. Well, coming up at 7, if you've ever applied for a job, you're qualified, and you are not hearing back, we'll break down how AI could be getting in the way.
All right. Everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. Call us up right now. Maybe you tired. Maybe you was partying out in Atlanta for their Jingle Ball concert.
Maybe you just tired because you forgot you was 40 plus years old and you decided to, go from the window to the wall.
Maybe that is too. Whatever it may be, call us up right now. Get it off your chest. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Everything with me is blessed.
Call up now. 800-585-1051.
Not just me. I'm what the culture feeling.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Jermaine with Barmaid Vodka, man. It's my birthday.
Janae, what's up? Happy birthday,
I
brother.
heard from you in a minute, brother.
Long time.
Hey, man, it's been a while, man. Salute to y'all guys, man. Enjoy y'all vacation. Enjoy y'all holiday. Still a big fan. Just wanted to shout out the brand. Shout out my birthday. It's still sad season. And for my birthday, I would like everybody to go to my social media, barmaidvodka.com. I mean, Barmaid Vodka on everything. And hit the link in the bio and grab a bottle for me,
Happy born day, King.
Happy birthday, brother. Hello, who's this?
Hey, what's up, Envy?
Well, hey, what's up, Trav?
Hey, Jess. What's up, baby?
Hey, baby.
Charlamagne.
Peace, sis. What's happening?
I'm just calling to wish everybody a happy holidays, even the ones that's out here shaped like Santa Claus. Now, I mean, even if you fat, still big, all y'all too. Happy holidays.
Shout out to everybody
All
shaped
right.
like Santa Claus, man. You are appreciated. I don't know why Trav acting like this morning. Why you doing that?
Hey, man. People be bothering me. I be minding my business, man, and people just be bothering me.
Hey, Trav, leave.
I
I know who you talking about. You talking about old girl from Jersey. You better leave her alone.
She shaped like Santa Claus?
Hey, man, hey, listen. We need her. She got to pull the sleigh. She got to pull the sleigh.
Watch your mouth, Trav.
The reindeers pulled the sleigh, Trav.
Watch your mouth.
But y'all happy holidays. I wish everybody a Merry Christmas.
Yes, sir.
And when y'all gonna be back?
February.
I'm starting my OnlyFans.
I don't
You
know.
come back January 6th.
For real?
You sure?
Yes, January 6th.
Okay, January 6th.
Let me look at my
January
schedule.
6th?
Yeah, you gotta look at my schedule too.
Yes, January 6th.
All right, well,
Somewhere
have a
around that
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's.
We got a bunch
Yeah,
of best
we
ofs
hear
and
from
stuff.
y'all.
Though. We have a best
Love you, Trav.
We have a best of.
Love
and,
y'all.
the beautiful thing about Breakfast Club, we got 15 years of content, so there's a lot of things that y'all may have not have heard before,
That's
or
right.
things that you might want to hear again. So you'll be all right.
We got some new stuff in the tuck too. So.
Yeah, and we got some things that we're gonna be doing at least for like the first few days of vacation.
That's
You know
right.
what I mean? And you can follow all of us on social media.
That's right. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
It's a new day. This is your time to get it off your chest,
Wake up.
whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on the Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, the T at the 803.
803
What's up,
Metro.
brother?
What up, Jenkinsville, Charlamagne?
Yes, sir.
What's
How
up
old are
with
you? What year was you born?
86, man.
Okay, 86. All right, yeah. So you was there. You was there for the Lil Jon era then.
The end of it.
Oh yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah. He
Lil
was.
Jon, hypnotized Count Posse, all that.
Ooh, come on now. Come on.
Oh yeah. Hey, but Charlamagne, I got a question, man. I know you got a couple of restaurants, but how would you feel if you was to go in a restaurant and order your food, then you look in the back, you see the man but they couldn't, but he got on pajama pants, man. I don't really like that.
He gotta go home and change. He might actually.
for real.
He might get fired. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm letting everybody know. Winsboro, South Carolina. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Man, tell that man to put some pants on, man, and start serving some warm fries, man. The fries be so cold. I ain't never went there and got no hot fries, man.
How the food though? Oh, you said you don't even got hot fries?
I mean, the food, all right, you know what I'm saying, is Italian food, so that'll let you know right there who that is. But tell that man to put some pants on, man. I'm tired of looking back there. He got on Stuart Griffin pajamas, man.
Not Stewie Griffin pajama pants, man.
Man, Stuart Griffin every time, man. Man, warm the fries up.
Now, let
The
me ask you a
same
question.
pajamas is crazy.
Does he own the place or is he just the chef?
Yeah, no, he owned the place.
Well, that's different. See, that's a different conversation. Even though I still think he should be looking the part, but that's a different conversation if he owns the place.
He comfortable. The food's still good though, right?
I mean, it's all right, man. The price change every time you order something, man. But still, put some pants on, man. Clean that all that flour on that shirt. No more Stuart Griffin pajama pants, man. Come on, man.
Damn.
Man,
Tired of it.
brother.
But yeah,
Weekend.
Wednesday, let them know.
Yes, sir.
Hello, who's this?
Good morning, my Breakfast Club family. It's your boy Lovey from the Bronx.
Lovey from the Bronx.
From the BX.
Good morning, my family. I just want to shout out to my whole family. I want you to enjoy your vacation. Shout out to Taylor. I'm glad Taylor's back.
Taylor Gang.
Yes. But I do want to shout out this. My son's birthday is 3 days after Christmas. And I know a lot of the Christmas babies get slighted around this time. So all our single parents, keep your head up. Do what you can. And don't OD. You heard?
Don't OD on what? Gifts?
What you mean? Like,
Yeah, OD on gifts. You can OD on love, but not on gifts.
right.
I got you.
Yeah.
All
But
right,
you know,
Lovey.
this time of year, the domestic violence goes up, suicide rate goes up. So I'm just asking my people just to amp down a little bit. You heard?
I think what we should be telling people is, man, you're not wrong, but also just remind people the reason for the season.
That's right.
You know, I don't believe this was Jesus' birthday, but you know, if we gonna have Christ in Christmas, you know, at least act like it.
Please. And for the lady that shouted out and screaming on Trav is part of the Breakfast Club VIP. I need you to get off the net. That's my bro.
Right. That's right. Justice for Trav.
All right. Well, thank you, Lovey.
Peace, Lovey.
Yeah.
You know what I realized too? I'm not good at Christmas gifts, bro.
Bye.
Because I don't care. Like, I grew up Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah.
Like, I can't get into the habit of, like, going to do that type of stuff. I'd rather you just...
Oh, I enjoy it. Like, I
yeah.
love getting my kids, my wife, my mother, my father. I love getting people gifts.
Yeah, I'm not good at
When
that
you
at
grew
all.
up, like, you grew up celebrating Christmas. He didn't. So he probably like, I don't care.
I
That's
don't,
crazy.
not even a little bit.
And see, I like to listen to people, so I like to listen what they need or what they want, so I like to surprise them with it. Oh, I love it. That's my favorite time of the year.
That's what I don't do. I don't be listening.
Yeah, my oldest daughter hit me with a list for, you know, it was a list for, like, my wife. And I'm like, what you giving me that for? Y'all go figure that out.
Damn.
What you mean?
When it comes to your
What's wrong with you?
Go figure that out. You know, go figure that out. You got people you can call. Go call your
I
aunt.
thought you was no, Dad. I thought you was talking about like your friends.
Oh, no. I'm talking about the family.
Hey, what's wrong with you?
Wow.
His wife, his kids come with it. Yeah, you better call your aunt.
No, I mean, like, go figure that out. Y'all can go. Y'all can go figure that out.
You the dad.
Yes. What are you talking about?
They got their own money too. They can go figure that out. Is all I'm saying. And Daddy got it. Go figure it out. Is what. I don't have time. Don't bother me with it. Is what I'm saying. Go figure that out. You know who to call. To go.
See,
to
that's
the
crazy.
and all of that stuff like that.
If my 9-year-old come with a list, mom's gonna get a mug.
But that's what I mean. That's different. The kids come with the list. Mom handles everything for the kids. But when it comes to the stuff for the adults, it's like, yo, y'all go handle that, man.
You don't want to be bothered at all.
I don't even know how. How about that?
Yeah, he right, because he order all types of stuff from Timu and Shein.
You
yeah,
damn
Mabel's
right.
right.
That's what I am. I'm a cool Andy person, okay?
Yeah,
I like
maybe
Shein.
right. Yeah,
I found a
maybe
new
right.
site the other day. I got 2 outfits for $75.
This guy's
Full fit.
crazy.
I'm telling you.
He gonna wash it once. It gonna fit Taylor. All right, get it off your chest.
Look. Oh, Miss Lauren.
Oh my goodness.
Go ahead. Go to commercial.
All right, well, that was get it off your chest. Now, when we come back, we got the latest. Let me tell you about Loren. I'm down here working. Loren sends me a 3-page list of questions to ask artists I'm gonna run into.
Damn.
Well, you was in the hallway, so you got the questions off.
But I did, and I started everyone. Loren told me to ask you this question. It didn't come from me.
In one of the interviews, he said, Loren, and somebody, I don't know if it was the artist, if it was Nelly or who it was, they was like, oh man. I'm like, dang. So we gonna get into them interviews in this first hour, because MV, you've been taking us to Atlanta all morning, so we gonna
look at
listen to the interviews.
Look at them 2 nice sets. $110.
Do they look like 110?
$56
Are they
a
nice,
piece.
Lauren? Please, this is your chance. This is your
$56 a
chance.
piece.
Yeah, this
Are
your
they
chance.
nice?
Get him back.
$56 a piece.
I can't
talking
even
about
really
everything
see
you
it.
got
Are
on.
you sure this is a real site?
Yes,
Oh, they got a
site.
Shopify. Okay.
Damn right, it's a real
The
site.
pictures are so blurry. It looks like
It's just clean. It's just some nice clean stuff.
The outfit nice.
$56.
Take me to the real website, Charlamagne.
Oh my goodness! All
Did
right.
you show your wife that before you checked out?
No.
Oh my goodness!
Like
We got the latest with
Lauren.
Loren. Ladies with Loren coming up next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Lauren becoming a straight fact.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on this.
The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
On the Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
So Envy is down in Atlanta, our one of our sister stations, 96.1. The BATL had their jingle ball.
Salute to our guy Louis V down there,
Yes,
man.
shout out to Louis V and the team down there. So Envy was on the ground, and I shot him some questions to ask some of the artists.
Some questions, 3 pages of questions.
There's like a lot of artists. You have Molly, Big X the Plug, Belly Gang Cushington, Mariah the Scientist, Nelly, Boss Man D-Lo, Lil Jon and Friends, and the Friends is a lot of friends. Kaylani, Jermaine Dupri and Friends. So I had to get you right. So Envy ran into Nelly backstage, and they talked a bit about a few things. The first thing that they talked, well, not the first thing, but one of the things that they talked about was the fact that, y'all remember Nelly and Ashanti were trying to figure out where they live at? Y'all remember that? No? Okay, so
You don't know where they live?
So they have a couple different houses, different places. When they were here and also on their reality show, the conversation was, Shanti's a New York girl, and Nelly loves to be in the South. He loves to touch his grass and have his backyard. So there was a back and forth about that. So while they're in the South celebrating this concert, Envy and him had a conversation about where they ended up landing home-wise. Let's take a listen.
She also wanted to know, she said, holiday time is here. She said, you gave Ashanti everything. What are you doing for Christmas? Is there anything different? And did she finally get you to move to New York? Because she said she wanted to go back home. And she said you wasn't letting up.
We always got a place in New York. Obviously, she's from there. Her family's from there. And listen, don't get it twisted. I love New York.
You lived there for a long time.
I love New York. I just can't live there.
Okay.
I need some trees and some grass and some.
Hey, it's cold.
It's cold
out there too.
Yeah. I think it's a good thing for both of us to have that diversity, to be able to go back and forth and things like that. And I think our families love it, because her family was just down for my black and white ball that we just had, where I quote unquote put Metro on the spot.
Right.
But and they loved it. That was their second time down there, man. And we get a chance to enjoy both cities.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I'm with Nelly. I'm with Nelly with that. I don't like to live in New York because I like the country too, but it's cool.
Now, I've always
So you wrote these questions and gave them to Envy? Envy?
You know I didn't ask that question. I'm not going to ask, hey, holiday season, where would you rather be? These questions.
I don't know. I think he blaming this on Lauren.
No, that's why I sent it in a text. Don't do that to me.
No, sassy Envy can get.
No, go ahead, Lauren.
So they also, speaking of, they also talked a bit about Metro Boomin and the album, because you remember it just got announced at his ball that Metro Boomin was going to be doing the first St. Lunatics album in like 25 plus years, and people were excited to hear that. So I wanted to know how far they've actually gotten, or was he just at the party lit and just let us know on accident? Let's take a listen to Nelly on Metro.
Now, I got a boss in New York. Her name is Loren LoRosa, right? Okay. She was like, you going to see Nelly.
Oh, man.
So you got to ask Nelly these questions. She wanted to know, Metro Boomin, the album, how did that album come together?
Metro's from the Lou.
Yep.
And legend. We thought he's been a fan of ours for a long time, and it turned to us being a fan of his. So it just came together, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. He's always representing the Lou, representing where we from, and we thought it would be dope to put that Metro St. Lunatics together and see what we can come up with.
How many records are done so far?
We ain't done none.
Nothing. Not one.
Well, we just got it together.
So you put him on the spot?
We just got it together. No, I didn't put him on the spot.
Okay.
We had already talked about it a few times. We had always talked about working. We never really got the chance. Fortunately enough, he's been doing a lot. Fortunate enough, we have been doing a lot, being on the road and all of that. And it's just about getting in and putting it together. But we decided, we could talk about it, because we definitely is something we're going to do.
First of all, that was a great question, Lauren. Second of all, I don't know why a DJ who plays music can't ask a question about an album. Third of all, I didn't know Metro Boomin was from St. Louis.
Yeah,
I didn't know he was from St. Louis either.
A lot of people identify him with Atlanta. Yeah. But he does a lot there. Like, he does a lot in a whole lot in the community. He's very intentional about making sure he gives back to St. Louis, and he's been doing it for some time. I don't know why. He's very synonymous with Atlanta. I was gonna say I don't know why that happens.
I thought he was from Atlanta too.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just one question. It was 9 questions.
Envy will preface that question. Hey man, what about you and Metro Boomin? But hey, what did you get Ashanti for Christmas, bae?
They cut that part out.
Wait. It gets a little bit more into the things.
Let me hear.
Because y'all remember they were coming for Nelly when that clip from their reality show, him and Ashanti's reality show, dropped, and he was talking about not changing Pampers.
Oh yeah.
Let's take a listen to Envy and him having a rich dad conversation.
Nelly does not change Pampers. And when he said that, I said, I'm not mad at that. That means he has a nanny that does it. If I never had
24-hour nanny. Well, let's be clear. I have changed Pampers. Okay. Even when I made that statement, I have changed Pampers.
So you know how to change Pampers.
My thing is, of course I do. I know one hand with a remote and everything else. You know what I mean? But my thing was that, when you get to a certain age, I would probably say certain things because who changed your pamper at 3 months? You don't remember. No. Probably 9 people. It didn't make a difference in your life. The fact that people act like changing pampers makes a difference in your life, that was just amazing to me. Like, I've never seen anybody go to the moon because an astronaut changed their diapers.
Envy sounded like a disgruntled baby mama. Nelly does not change diapers.
That was 9 questions she asked me. And salute to Ferrari, Simmons, and BT from 96.1 Jiggle. They was with me. But she asked me to ask a bunch of questions to the point Young Thug was there last night with Mariah the Scientist. She gonna text me, Young Thug is there. Go see if you can find him. Go see if you can find him.
Go see. Hey, yo.
Because I know they had you everywhere. So I'm like, listen, I know you got to host and bring out artists, but
put them on the scroll.
Young Thug and Mariah the Scientist just got engaged. And I am not there.
We ain't had no green room either. We was just standing in the hallway watching niggas.
She had me chasing them.
Jess, she was Lauren.
Because I was trying to make sure I was here and planted I'm getting my life together on outside of work. So I needed to be home.
No.
What you looking at?
Why you look like that, man?
Why you look me up and down?
I love it.
Them forces kind of filthy. They're a little dash.
Wow.
You're not doing me.
No.
Wow. You're not doing me.
Wow.
You're not doing. Shout out to JD Sports, baby. This is only the third wear.
Ain't no fresh.
Shout out to JD Sports on the forces.
It just made me think about it because we talking about Nelly, and I just happened to look, and you got on some filthy forces. That's all.
You are so childish, like very much. You couldn't find nothing else. Thank you, Envy, for running around for me. My forces look like they've been doing the running, I guess.
Bring Mama back her money, Envy.
Bring Mama.
Okay.
Yo, I wish you could see some. I wish you could see some of these questions.
When the bitch sent your whole ass on the scroll, bring Mama back her money.
She definitely did. There's a bunch of questions she asked. Ask how it was important to spend holiday times together. Ask Bow Wow about his new music, and Bow Wow excited to go on tour. Ask Little John this. I'm not doing all this.
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
I had we didn't even get Little John audio. That would have been good. That would have woke us up this morning, I'm sure.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but we had some audio from the performances as well too, but we didn't get a chance to play them and wrapping up this hour. So if you guys want to take a listen, go to the BATL look on BATL on Instagram. They have recaps there as well too. And in the next hour, I'm going to take you guys into Tory Lanez's first interview live from behind bars since he's been locked up for the shooting of Meg Thee Stallion.
You went to the jail and interviewed Tory Lanez?
No, she didn't send me to the jail. I didn't do that one.
No, NBC News went, not Envy.
All right, when we come back, we got front page news, so don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get back in some front page news. In Thursday Night Football, the Seahawks beat the Rams last night 38-37. Now, tonight is the fight. Charlamagne, you watching the fight? Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua?
Come on, man. Listen, let me tell you something. Not only am I absolutely watching the fight, I have been looking forward to this fight because Jake Paul is the type of white boy I like. I like white boys that aren't afraid to die.
What you mean?
Okay, and tonight is an extreme sport. Okay, tonight is going to be fantastic to watch. Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul in Miami on Netflix at 8 p.m. I am there. Okay,
something must happen because he don't look scared.
But that's the beauty of it. You don't got to look scared to do something extreme like this. Did Nate Robinson look scared before he got in the ring with Jake Paul?
I don't think Nate Robinson expected what was going to happen. I think if he knew, he would have probably looked a little scared.
Well, Jake Paul, I'm sure he knows what's going to happen. First of all, Anthony Joshua is not some old, washed-up boxer. This is a gold medal winning Olympic champion, okay? Not to mention a two-time heavyweight champion who's only 35, 36 years old, all right? And AJ puts people to sleep.
Oh, boy.
You'll see.
All right, well, we'll see tonight. What's up, Mimi?
Good morning, MB, Jess, Charlamagne. How y'all doing?
Good.
Peace,
Good
Mimi.
morning. All right, so we start this hour with a major development at the Brown University, that shooting investigation. So police say the suspected gunman, Claudio Manuel Valente, a 48-year-old former Brown graduate who attended the university 25 years ago, has been found dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound inside a storage unit in Salem, New Hampshire, ending a 6-day multi-state manhunt. Now, authorities believe that same man was also responsible for killing a MIT professor shot at his home just 2 days after the Brown attack. Now, investigators say a tip from a member of the public was a turning point in the case. That tipster, identified only as John in a police affidavit, they told authorities that he had several unsettling encounters with the suspect near Brown University, including inside the engineering building just hours before the shooting. Now, John, he later recognized that suspect in the surveillance images released by the police, and he shared key details with the police. Now, a Rhode Island DA, he said that it was that tip that blew the case wide open. Let's listen to what he had to say.
That person came forward to 2 Providence police officers over on the east side and said he had information that could help this case. And he blew this case right open. That person led us to the car, which led us to the name, which led us to the photographs of that individual renting the car, which matched the clothing of our shooter here in Providence, that matched the satchel. He was found dead with a satchel with 2 firearms, and evidence in the car that that matches exactly what we see at the scene here in Providence.
Well, police have not identified a motive for either attack. Brown, that shooting, of course, it left 2 students dead, 9 others injured during final exams, shaking the community. And just this morning, Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem, she is chiming in, writing on X that Valente was granted U.S. status through the diversity visa lottery program. She said the Department of Homeland Security is now pausing that program immediately, saying the move is meant to ensure that no more Americans are harmed.
Dang.
So, yeah. So we'll see what happens with that, but I'm glad that they caught that suspect, and that I'm sure that community can rest easy this morning.
I wonder how that feels. Like, you know, no, I don't want to know how that feels, but I'm just saying, like, you know, because you want the person to be caught, but you also want, like,
justice.
Yeah, I don't know if that feels like
Something
justice.
Yeah,
for sure. That's the first thing I thought about when they said they found the suspect dead. Is, you know, people were, you know, there's so many answers,
have so many questions,
left unanswered. So, you know, we'll see. The police said the investigation is not over, even though that suspect was found. They will still continue to probe and try and figure out what that motive exactly was. So we'll
sad.
continue to follow that. Yeah. And switching gears too, if you've ever applied for a job, knew you were qualified and never heard anything back, this may explain why. So right now, many companies, they're using AI to screen resumes. So before a hiring manager ever looks at your application, a computer program decides who moves forward and who doesn't. So multiple studies show that those systems don't treat everyone equally. And researchers have found that there are names like Jamal or Aisha or Keisha. They were more likely to be filtered out than identical resumes with names like Jake or Emily when those qualifications were exactly the same. And so once the algorithm, it screens someone, that decision is often final. No interview, no follow-up, no explanation. Now, lawmakers say that is the core problem. And that's why Democratic Senator Ed Markey of Massachusetts, along with Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley, and several lawmakers, they are pushing a bill called the AI Civil Rights Act. Now, the goal of the bill is simple. It puts guardrails on how AI is used in major life decisions, including job applications, loans, housing, and healthcare. They say that, you know, AI, it picks up historical data, so it reflects those long-standing biases. Instead of fixing inequality, technology can quietly repeat it faster and at a much larger scale. And so they say that that has also been seen in loan applications, insurance decisions, and other digital tools where people with like black-sounding names receive different outcomes than others. So, yeah.
What's a black-sounding name?
I just gave it to you.
I told you.
Damn. Jamal, they were saying that those names, they get flagged much faster than a Jake or an Emily.
That's crazy.
Okay.
What's wrong with Jamal?
I don't know.
Tatiana don't stand a chance. We met a Tatiana the other day. Remember Tatiana came in here? Salute to Tatiana.
Yeah, for sure. All right, y'all. Well, that is your front page news. I am Mimi Brown. Follow me at Mimi Brown TV for more stories. Follow the Black Information Network. Download the free iHeartRadio app or visit BINnews.com.
Peace, Mimi.
All right. Thank you, Mimi.
Happy holidays.
Same to you.
Thanks, babe. See you next year.
See you next year.
All right. Now, when we come back, Papoose and Claressa Shields will be joining us. Pap has a new album that's out right now. Clarissa's fighting soon. We're going to talk to both of them when we come back, so don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa's here as well. And we got a special guest in the building.
Papoose.
Papoose.
Peace.
What's up, brother? How you feeling, man?
Everything was great, man.
I see you just celebrated your daughter's birthday the other day.
Yeah, I did, man.
McDonald's party?
Yeah, she turned 7 years old.
That's nice, man.
Beautiful thing, man.
Enjoy. They get big fast.
It happens so fast, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's a blessing.
I feel like you should have been did Bars on Wheels. You know
really?
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I did. That's a fact.
What is Bars on Wheels, first of all?
Yeah, so Bars on Wheels, A Journey to Save Hip Hop, man. It's me basically taking what I was doing on Instagram to the next level, though. You know what I mean? So sometimes when I post the videos and me driving in the car rapping, some people go in the comments and they be like, okay, but where's he going? So I'm like, you know what?
Where you be going?
See, there you go. So I'm on a journey to save hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So that's the name of the project, man. And I didn't want to just do it as an album. I wanted to do it as a short film and just do something that was never done before.
You know, you've always prided yourself on just being a pure lyricist, and everybody likes to do the melodies and the vibes more than the bars. What do you think lyric first rappers need to do to stay culturally relevant without compromising the craft?
I think just be themselves, man. I think nobody can do you better than you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're the only one with your DNA, and you got to utilize that. Sometimes people try to go outside of themselves, and you cheating yourself because you could have just been yourself, and you never know what the outcome could be. So to answer the question is just be yourself, man.
So when you write today, are you just trying to out-rap everybody, or are you just more focused on saying something meaningful? Because you've always said meaningful things in your rhymes, too.
Nah, man, it's just I study the craft. I practice my craft so long that it comes out like that. Pause. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to out rap nobody. It happens naturally. You know what I'm saying? To be honest.
Now I know the project is all about saving hip hop, but at the end of your visual, you basically flip it where it's like you can't save hip hop. And one of the things that you show, without giving too much of it, is the conversation around the drugs and things that infiltrated the culture. Yep. So. First of all, I guess, obvious question is why include that? And then second question to that is, if we can't save hip hop, then what's your real mission? Like, how are you?
So, I think that played a major part to the demise of our culture, of our hip hop. Rest in peace to guys like Mac Miller, young artists who just dying from drug overdose. I think all of those things, man, where they glorified using drugs, and you got kids ODing on it. So I just wanted to shine a light on that and create awareness to talk about it. And as far as at the ending, when I said, can't save them, you got to watch part 2 to see the continue to get the conclusion of that. But that's how I feel sometimes, man. Like when I say I'm on a journey to save hip hop, I'm a part of the culture. Like, I live this for real. So anytime I step in front of the microphone, that's my goal, to elevate the game. But it feels helpless sometimes, man. You know what I'm saying? So
how do we change that, right? Because of course, hip hop took a turn, right, where the sellers became the users and that whole thing. But it was still a place where there was negativity in hip hop, which kind of hurt hip hop, right? Didn't have to be OD and brothers getting to jail, but I felt like there is a strong line of negative and positive when it comes to it. You feel like that positive is not being heard anymore?
It's not even that. I just feel like, I feel like negative and positive exist in life, period. Right. Sometimes people put too much on hip hop. Like, they got to stop. And if a cat gets stuck in a tree, all these rappers rapping about cats getting stuck in the trees. This is why this happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like people blame hip hop for things that actually go on in America. America has a problem with violence and all that. When hip hop was positive, I seen negativity going on. So I don't blame hip hop for those things. Actually, I feel like hip hop saved a lot of lives. You know what I'm saying? You know how many jobs? Y'all wouldn't even be sitting here if it wasn't for hip hop.
Right.
That's right.
So when people like to blame hip hop for negative things, I don't look at it like that. I look at it like we have those issues living in this country, period.
I saw Robin Roberts ask 50 that about the Diddy doc. She was like, is this an indictment of hip hop or something like that? What hip hop got to do with it?
Nothing.
Right. Yeah. See, they always dragging hip. If you notice that, and I think
no other genre.
No, I think part of the reason why that happened is because they don't like that. Black billionaires and millionaires are being made out of this. So I think while we got our own kind putting hip hop down so much, they need to be aware of that.
How has your perspective on the streets changed, Pap? Now that you're, older and just more reflective. Because as soon as you walked in, NB wanted to remind you of when you used to put hands on people.
Mm-hmm. I didn't say it like that.
You
but
did say it.
No, I didn't. You talking about World Star. That's his Papoose has had his moment to World
had
Star.
nothing to do with Pap. I was talking about something completely different. You're like,
I was laughing. I said,
what was your question?
How has your perspective on the streets changed?
Oh, when you say streets change, what you mean, though?
Just being an older person, you can reflect on how things used to be, things we used to glorify.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah. I respect it, man. I respect and I love growth. I think it's very important. I embrace it. I'm all about positivity, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you look at me, you see me, like MB said, I got my history, but when they really put the light on me, I said, what? Black love. Something positive, man. I don't wear the street on my sleeve. I don't need to. You know what I'm saying? I always showcase my talent. You know what I mean? And something positive about uplifting our people.
So if you could speak to these young men who idolize the street life, what would you tell them about the real cost of that lifestyle?
I would say don't do it. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? But I always tell my young brothers who I see in the street, and I always try to point this out to them. Look around at your crew. And I got to be honest with them. All y'all not gonna make it out. You know how many individuals I grew up with when I was younger? They not here no more. I'm sure you got homies like that. They literally lost their lives. And at the time when y'all was together, y'all was hanging out, y'all was running in the street. You never thought that they would be gone. So I always tell them, look around. One of y'all or two or maybe three of y'all not gonna make it. It might be you. So if you think that's worth it, continue in the street. But it's not worth it, bro. So get out of that.
You mentioned Black Love earlier. I know Claressa's here as well, but I wanted to go back to that time period. I wanted to go back to that time period because I feel like for the longest time prior to your relationship, now you and Remy were like the emblem of like Black love, positivity, and then everything just switched publicly. And I know you talk about even in hip hop, like how things are thrown on hip hop and thrown on us negatively. When that moment was happening publicly with you and Remy, what was Papoose feeling? Because it was so positive for so long and it kind of just changed everything. What were you feeling as everything started to, happen online?
It was corny. It's always corny to do social media. You know what I'm saying? Who wants that? Who wants to be a part of the circus? So I just felt like it was corny.
You got attacked for Black love early on.
Wow.
Somebody
said it.
No, you did.
Yeah.
No, we used to have conversations about what love and why we show love. And we had, behind the scenes conversations. But you got attacked for it. When you got attacked for it, why did you think you got attacked for showing and expressing love to the individual you were with? Like, why do you think that happened and why did you keep going?
It's a couple different things. So initially, when she became incarcerated, they was killing me. It was like, yo, he holding her down. He's an idiot. He's dumb. All this bull, right? I didn't care though because that was my real life at the time. And then as it progressed, one time Double XL had reached out to me and they was like, yo, we want to follow you one day and document your journey, like what's going on with you. And they followed me to the supermarket. I went and got groceries for her. You know what I'm saying? Then I went on the visit, brought the groceries. They sat on the visit with me. And they put out that article. When they put out that article, it kind of changed. The outlook kind of changed for a hot second. Everybody was like, wow, they couldn't believe it. And it was cool. I kept going. But what you kind of talk about is when we did Love and Hip Hop.
That's when you think the change happened?
Yeah. Well, you had mixed. It was mixed. You know what I'm saying? Like, the women were embracing it. But I go to the toll booth and I go get a dude my money because they ain't have the
easy pass back.
Right, and he'd be like, oh man, you f***ing up my household, man. My woman told me I need
by being a good man?
Yeah, my woman told me I need to be more like you. Like, here's your change, you know what I'm saying? So the dudes was always hating, but the women, older women, all different age groups, they always embraced it.
And then you did your own spinoff, the Black Love spinoff, which you guys had more creative control over at the time, right?
Yeah.
So if you felt like kind of the tide was changing when you guys got on reality TV, why was it important for you to do that like second installment?
Because the opportunity was there to show more of us. When you're on Love and Hip Hop, you just got like a segment. You know what I'm saying? So it was just that, and people wanted to see more of us at that time. So we was like, all right, cool, let's do it. I think we did the holiday special first, and then it went from there. But going back to what you were saying earlier, like when I first shot it, I was like, oh, they about to kill me, man. When they come out, because people never saw that side of me. You know what I'm saying? But it was surprisingly, people embraced it. I think the world was tired of seeing our culture getting put down, drinks getting thrown on each other, and just the bad stigma on our relationships. You know what I'm saying?
Do you ever regret it at all, putting that much of your life on camera?
I don't regret it at all because it was real. It wasn't like nothing was rehearsed, nothing was scripted. People just saw what was going on at that time.
But you know, the thing with it is like, I get it. But now people are so dialed into your life.
Yeah.
So now there is no moment where it's like, hold on, let me figure this out. Because now they're like, nah, you showed me this. You showed me the baby. You showed me the 1-year-old party. You showed me the dance.
Love that.
You showed me this.
I love that.
But then when it's like, when you say, you know what, I need to take a break, they're like, nah, you can't take a break.
No. I love it. I'll tell you why. See, this is what happens with celebrities. And I kind of said this before. When it's all good, right? When y'all buying into our careers, y'all watching the TV show, y'all coming to the performances, the appearances, the walkthroughs. I bring you in the room when my daughter is born. You come to the wedding, you see everything, right? Okay, and then as soon as something happened with these celebrities, what's the first thing they say? Y'all don't know me like that.
I want my space.
Y'all don't know what's going on in my life.
Correct.
So I'm glad that I gave y'all an open book. So when someone wants to lie on me, you guys had been there all along. Y'all seen this shit. So that's all.
Now, there was one thing that came out of that. And you said you wrote 90% of Remy's raps, including Conceited.
Mm-hmm.
Was that true?
No comment, man. You know what I'm saying? I wish her the best. Mm-hmm. And that's all I'm going to say. You know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, I never wanted to be a part of that, but sometimes your hand is forced. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta do what you gotta do. But I wish her the best, man. You know what I mean? I got an amazing best friend in my life right now, and we happy, man.
Somebody said, you know, that was for press and media, it was a hard time because we know y'all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
but y'all know us, but sometimes people pretend like they don't know us. That's what get on my nerves.
I think for most people, it was like, what happened? Like,
I mean, like I said, y'all was there every step of the way. Y'all was there when I was riding up there to the prison. Y'all seen me fighting court officers getting thrown out of the courtroom. It was in the newspapers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen everything. How can I come to y'all and say something didn't happen? Y'all got to stop, man. Like, come on. So
I think during that time, I know for myself, I just wanted y'all to fix it. Because I've known y'all so long. And not fix the relationship, just the friendship, the parenting, just fix that part.
That takes time. Like, it's a divorce. It's not something that just happens overnight. You know what I'm saying? But people's life don't stop because of that. You know what I mean? It's papers, it's time, it's all this stuff that got to happen. But at the end of the day, we move forward with our lives. Like,
like I said, I wish her the best.
For sure.
We got some great, amazing things going on. And like I said, this is my best friend right here, man. We living our life.
We've been together over a year and a half now. It'll be 2 years next year in September. We at the end of the year. Some of this stuff is just so old. You know, it's so old to talk about, to bring up, to keep harping on it. It's like they're separated. She got somebody too. Like, don't act like you're just over here. Like, she's happy, we're happy, and that's it. Like, I don't know what
Is it
the
cordial
deal
though? Is it cordial, or are you just like, nah, it is what it is?
I'm always cordial, bro. I'm cordial with everybody. Like, come on, bro. I'm not problematic, man. You know, y'all know this stuff, man. You've evolved. Can I ask y'all a question, man?
You've evolved.
Let me just go out and say, why when something happen, y'all act like y'all don't know people? Like Envy, I know Envy like cars. Envy got dogs. He's a DJ. He from Queens. So when somebody come over here and say, I saw Envy doing X, Y, I've been watching this for 20-something years. I never heard that next to his name. Like, certain things they can't put on your jacket. You know what I'm saying? I know Charlamagne, he speaks about mental health. You know what I mean? He's into different things. He's into his relationship with his wife. If I've been watching this man 15 years, like, certain things I might hear, Charlamagne did that, man. You know what I mean? A rap, if a tell me a was up here rapping and Charlamagne told to his face, you whack.
But I think that's
I'm gonna say he did that.
But when the tables turn,
you can't let me finish. You can't just come with some left field that I never heard. In 20 years of me following this man's career, since he was on Wendy Williams,
right?
Nah, that don't go with him.
Rumor, Papoose punching somebody in the face. I believe it. I've seen it before. Why you keep doing that to Pat? I've seen it. He can't tell me. I don't believe it when I've seen it. God damn.
But wait, Papoose, like, to your point, and Champ, I know you mentioned, like, it's old, but I think the reason why people bring it back up is because we saw so much and we knew you, and then when everything happened, there's claims of, like, you cheating and, like, all these things. And we're
but that's what I'm saying. Like, if it's a new artist, I get it. We don't know him. All these years incarcerated, that never been on my name ever.
You can't just ask.
Y'all was out here with me. I was coming to the old studio.
I'm gonna tell you something. That is a good point that Pat making, because
come on,
all them years she was incarcerated, we never heard of Pat. We ain't never seen Pat out in the street.
All of a sudden, boom, out of nowhere, an asteroid hit. Like, come on, man.
So that didn't happen because she said she had, like, got into it with somebody over some allegations and.
Like I said, man, I wish her the best, man. Me speaking about that, it goes into like a whole, and I ain't here to do that. You know what I mean?
Claressa, I know on your side of it, like, people always like push back because it's like he's still married and he's this and he's that. And you're like, they're separated, we're happy.
Yeah.
For you, trying to move forward in this new relationship, like, how tough is that when that conversation comes up for you?
I don't know why they act like people don't get divorced. It's the craziest thing to me. Like, everything, the most thing that happens in life, people act like we don't understand is breakups and relationships. You never gonna break up with your family because they're your blood. You got to deal with them. Your mama, your daddy, your crazy sister, your outrageous cousin. But when it comes to relationship, that breaks up all the time. Marriages end all the time. Divorces happen. I don't know why it's like, oh, divorce is impossible when it's divorce filed, public, whatever the heck that was. It's like, and we're together all the time, every single day. Ebony Awards, fights, walkouts, at home, cooking. Like, it's harder for the fans that followed them to let go than it is for them, I feel like.
Gotcha.
I will say this, though. I will say this. Because I don't think this is wrong towards anybody. I will say this. None of that was true, man. I come from a big family. Like, if you really follow me and you're not just around for the gossip, you see my daughter, you see my sisters, you see my mother, you see so many beautiful women in my life who love me to death. You know what I mean? Not only because I was there for them when they need me, I fought all their battles. I don't just do it for the person that I'm with. I do this for my children. Like, I've had to put hands on my daughter's boyfriends to protect them. I'm being honest. I'm a protector, bro, and a provider. So anything outside of that, it doesn't go.
But I think the main thing, it
doesn't add up.
When the fans follow your life, and like you said, we don't know what goes on. We only know what we see. And then all of a sudden on Tuesday, we start seeing these tweets and these Instagram posts. We like, what?
But that's not how it happened, though. See, that's another.
But that's
part
what
of
they seen.
I know, but you said it earlier, right? You said, "Yo, Pat put hands on somebody," right? Mm-hmm. Y'all seen all of this happen right in front of y'all face.
Yeah, and you rap about it.
None of this was said when all this was going on. See, that y'all making me get into this. I don't want to do it.
Yeah, I got the green. Just trying to figure out clarity because like there's like so many questions because it's like one day literally you just wake up and then boom we're in the chat.
But that's not what happened though. Yeah, no, I don't know why y'all starting it from there.
Yeah, okay, so let's back up because what you're referring to is the allegations that she was cheating.
I don't even want to. Like I said, I wish her the best. I got nothing bad to say about her.
Everybody knows that before I came into the picture, it's just these two in the picture. Y'all know where it started. I had nothing to do with anything. As far as in when me and him got together, he was already separated. So y'all know what happened before that.
So what I
got the green. I beat rappers up for Golo. It's not Shiny mask. It's Halloween.
Count Green available on all digital platforms out now.
Get bars on wheels and Journey to Save Hip Hop on YouTube.
So Envy, you trying to tell me that when the day she referring to, you trying to tell me that's the first day you heard about this?
No.
You ain't see. Hold on a second. You ain't see everything that was going on for a whole year before that.
The battle.
The whole.
But I'm gonna tell you why.
Why y'all only want to start?
I was trying, and you said you didn't want to go there. That's what I was trying to get to.
It's very confusing because I didn't even know her when all that was going on.
No, before Claressa was in the picture, you hear rumors, but then when you look at your live, you don't see any turbulence. So it's not like you see anything or you hear anything. You know,
okay, the public, you heard things behind
it. Y'all held it down. Even when I heard rumors, I would reach out to Joe and just be like, yo, just checking on them, making sure just checking on them good. He was like, bro, they good. So I didn't hear him too, but so, you know, with rumors, because they say rumors all the time. I mean, the rumors Charlamagne gave, we know he ain't not, well, I don't know, but there's rumors all the time. So it's like, when y'all didn't confirm or deny, I'm like, all right, cool. And then when that day happened on the tweets, it still was like.
But before the tweets,
we heard that Pat put hands on the guy.
In the battle rap.
We heard that.
Yes.
And even that, I tried to figure that out. I reached out to certain people that was facilitating things and no one would comment on it. So it's like, what do we speak to? And that's why now you're here and we're asking you like, okay, so what was before that? Because there were allegations that she was dealing with the Black Captain guy prior to us seeing them together, whatever the situation is now with them. Was that what was happening?
I mean, you said it yourself. You heard that. You saw the allegations. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to bash her, man, or say anything about
and he not the type to talk. Pap don't do a lot of talking. Like, I got a way bigger mouth than him. Okay? I mean, like, pause, no deal, whatever you want to say, whatever, how you want to put it. But he's not like that. Like, he's he's really like about like family and friendship and fixing things. Like he's really about that. You know what I'm saying? Like us as women, we will tell it all because I love the truth. You know what I'm saying? I put the truth out there, and the thing is, like, when like come to the truth, it's like he likes to keep his stuff and handle his stuff privately. You know what I'm saying? And respect this stuff, and he's always gonna be like that. You know what I'm saying? He's not ever gonna change. Even now, like this whole conversation is like y'all getting a lot out of him because he don't do this. He don't because he's moved so forward. We're like just so happy, and he just whatever happened. We all know that you go through things we all been through a breakup before. You may not have been through a divorce, but you've been through a breakup. Been with somebody for a long time. You got to go through your own stuff. He's healed. He's moved on, and he's just in a better place. So it's just like with that, when people put stuff on your name, like, oh, you want to defend it, but even him, he don't even want to defend it because he is who he is.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, who wants to be a part of the circus, man?
Yeah,
you know
nobody be a part of the circus.
When you ever saw us doing that? Never happened before.
I had a movie coming out. I definitely didn't want to be a part of it. My movie dropped just a couple days on Christmas Day. I was like, what?
Oh, that was crazy.
Right. I'm like, oh my, I was losing my mind. I'm like, what is going on here? So even me, I'm like, let me just get far away from this as possible, but I'm still with him. You know what I'm saying? So
now I hear Claressa like promote that movie. Now we trying to promote that movie.
But it's like I'm in a different tax bracket than that to have to use that to promote my movie. My movie did well. It's still doing well. It's up on Prime Video. If you haven't seen it, The Fire Inside. But I don't want my name connected to stuff like that. I never have. Before this thing with him, you might see me into a couple little beefs online with a couple fighters and stuff like that. But you never seen nothing about like relationship, being with a dude who got somebody. You never seen that. I'm my type of woman. If a man with me, he with me. I don't do second place. I never have. I got 2 Olympic gold medals, 19 world championships. Ooh. Why would I have to be second place to another woman for? Like, what do I look like? You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing of like.
Bars on Wheels, A Journey to Save Hip Hop, out now. Produced by my brother Sean 2 Miles, by the way. He did the whole project. DJ Envy played the music.
Hold on, I got one.
I've been playing the record.
For real?
Wow. I didn't know that. Oh, that's love.
There's a guy, Pat.
Don't even check. Look at that.
He's from London.
I didn't know that.
I told him I was going to let him rap for you.
Oh, word.
While you was here.
Okay.
So I want to bring him in. LoRosa recently was talking about how he came up here and he rapped and it changed his trajectory. And so a lot of people see that now, so they want. So I'm like, yo, introduce yourself.
What's good, people? I'm Ermaine from London still.
Say what's up to Pap. Say what's up to Claressa.
We've known Ermaine a long time, and he's a rapper. His records are starting to take off. He showed me his videos and all that other stuff.
I be seeing.
And we're gonna let him
take a deep breath, Ermaine. Okay,
that's love, man. Y'all give me opportunities up here.
You got the beat. You better.
What was the other dude that came up here and one got signed? It was Josh and.
It was Josh and Don Toliver.
Don Toliver used to come up here all the time.
Yeah. Josh and Don Toliver.
All right, let's go. No pressure.
You can turn it up.
You want some headphones?
No, okay. I'm good.
I don't think the headphones matter.
Yo. It all started with a dream. I left home at 17, I come from South London, baby, you don't see that on the screen. They used to tell me that you'll be someone that don't achieve. I used to tell myself that's something that I won't believe. When it came from my family, it really hurt me deep. So I locked myself inside the bedroom, cry before I sleep. Told them that I wanna be what I wanna be, but they rather me inside the cell or see the boy deceased. Lost both grandmas in 6 months, why they leave? When that girl broke my heart, I was crying on my knees. But that's karma, cause I done the same to mum, and now I see life balancing out life, and really it's a beast. So I'm sorry, mummy, cause I know you couldn't rescue me. I was fascinated by the streets, ain't want me no degree. Imagine having you a child that speaks the way I speak. I'll probably go and lose my mind and turn my back on me. Crazy how I talk about myself like this so casually, cause my self-esteem is low, my trauma scars so mad for me. Couldn't figure out a path to take, I found it gradually. Last time a girl, she said she loved me, I said actually, love ain't satisfactory, I'm closer to insanity. Every day a battle, I just wanna see my family. But I can't cry, I chose this life, so I have a seat. Everybody talking about me in the street. Okay, alright, Pat. What you think, Pat?
Nah, he did his thing, man. That was tough, man. That was tough.
And where you Morocco, right?
Morocco, innit? That's where my parents are from, but they moved to London, innit? And that's where I was born. I moved to Morocco when I was 17.
Okay, bruv.
All right.
Okay, bruv.
Yeah, bruv. That's what you call him now, bruv.
He's
been coming to the Breakfast Club, I would say, for what?
A long
10, 12
time.
years. Where can they follow you and all that stuff?
Me and 22 on the socials, Spotify. You can catch me everywhere. I've got a little song that's doing some numbers right now, so keep adding to it. I appreciate it.
Might be Win Records' next artist. Who knows?
Yeah, definitely. Sound tough. I love to hear some of your music, man. Keep doing your thing, man.
I appreciate you for real, man.
And you used to do that, Pat?
That's a fact. I used to do the same thing you was
I ain't
doing.
gonna lie, I kind of clocked it. You used to be outside on Case Lake.
That's right, man. So I know what it's like, man. When you got that hunger, you just like, yo, I wanna get on, man. You gotta,
for real, bro.
Gotta do it yourself.
Bars on Wheels out right now. Well, it's the Breakfast Club, Papoose.
Yeah.
Shields.
Thanks for having me.
Let's get right to the latest with Loren.
Loren becoming a straight fact. She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on this.
The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
What was the latest?
On the Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
So Tory Lanez has sat down for his first interview on camera since he has been behind bars for the shooting of Meg Thee Stallion. He sat down with NBC and they talked about a few things. So Tory Lanez, is saying that he feels like this whole situation has unfairly made him the poster child for unprotected black women. Let's take a listen.
I've never been violent towards a woman. I would never hit a woman, let alone shoot a woman. There is definitely a very big misconception about me that seems to the public as I'm this monster. And I feel like I was catapulted into this poster child for the unprotection of black women. And it's just so unlike me. And I've never really had a chance to express that. But you can look at my criminal record. I don't have one. I never had one. And I feel like, that connotation that I would do anything of this monstrous proportion is just, it's completely incorrect and it's wrong.
Yeah, and then he goes on to talk about, because he's been saying for a while that he wanted to take the stand, but, wasn't given the opportunity the way that he should have been to be able to do that during the trial. So he talks about that as well. Let's take a listen.
Do you regret not taking the stand?
I think if I would have taken the stand, the verdict would have definitely been very different. I believe not only that I was wrongfully convicted, but the amount of new evidence that has emerged since that trial, I think, has been overwhelming.
What has life been like in prison for the last couple of years?
Truthfully, I've done my best to keep my head above water, but mentally, I've gone through trauma that I sometimes even struggle with because I've never imagined myself dealing with things that I would have to deal with. I've been stabbed 17 times. I almost lost my life.
And then the interviewer asked Tory Lanez if he could speak to Meg Thee Stallion right now. What would he say? Let's take a listen to that.
If you could say something to Megan Thee Stallion today, what would it be?
I think that I wouldn't say something directly to her. I'd like that moment to happen in person. We've both gone through a lot. There's this connotation that I share this hatred for her, but I don't. I genuinely passed that. I'm at a place of healing in my life. I'm at a place of taking accountability for the things that I did wrong. And when I talk about my case, I don't want it to be taken as me coming at her because it's not that. I'm just asking for somebody in the system to look at my case and look at the evidence and ask if this was fair.
How many times has the appeal been declined? It has been declined a couple of times, right?
So it was misreported, right? So in the beginning, there were certain things from what he was trying to appeal or what he was asking. It's like an innocence plea that he made in the beginning, and they declined to review certain things. Like, it's very technical, but the actual appeal was denied in the California 2nd District Court last month after it found no ineffective assistance of counsel or prejudicial trial court error, because basically Tory Lanez was alleging here's everything that went wrong or was wrongly done in court, whether it was by his former attorneys or just not being treated fairly by the judicial system or the judge or whatever, and they didn't bite. They didn't believe what he was saying.
So now he's going to the Supreme Court, correct?
They're trying to take it to the California Supreme Court. They plan to file a new appeal, which would include the allegation of different violations. And he's saying that in this new defamation case that they've been going through or have went through recently, that there was like new things that should have been displayed in court that weren't, that they found out from this defamation case. So they plan to bring that to the forefront as well in this second appeal.
So basically, like, if going off of what he just said, right? Like, if he's saying, and maybe I'm jumping out here, but if he's saying like, yo, I would never shoot a woman and I didn't, wouldn't it be just like easier just to see who did it if you didn't do it? Like, then who did it then, Tori? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
should have said that from the beginning.
Right, but he still ain't saying it. But you saying you didn't do it, it would be easier for you, and you know what I'm saying, just to be like, I didn't do it, such and such did it. Like, what? You can't say you didn't do it, but everything points to you.
How long has he been locked up?
He's been locked up. Yeah,
4 years.
I think 3
it's been a little over 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's that. And moving on in other news, Wiz Khalifa. So this came out yesterday. Wiz Khalifa has been sentenced to 9 months in prison in a Romanian court. Now this comes from something that happened back in July of 2024. So Wiz Khalifa was performing at Beach Please, a festival, and he smoked a blunt on stage while performing. And so once he smoked, which got him in trouble over there because of their law. So once he performed, he was pulled to the side by police. He was questioned about it, and then prosecutors later fined him $3,600. After that happened, they then overturned that fine, and now they're trying to sentence him with the 9 months in prison because they say that the court basically feels like he sent a message of normalization of illegal conduct, because what they're alleging is that the crowd and the audience that was there were a bunch of young kids. He's a super influential celebrity who should have never decided to smoke on stage, and he actually spoke out about this back in 2024. He's now planning to appeal this decision, and there are sources that are saying that nothing is final yet on this, even though it's being reported as that it is. He said back in 2024 that they were very respectful to him. They let him go. He plans to come back soon, but without a big blunt next time.
I wouldn't even come back.
Yeah, I'm not coming back.
Never coming. What's it called?
Nope.
Romania?
Romania.
Nope. I'm just not coming back. Y'all gonna have that one.
I wouldn't go back either.
I'm not only am I not coming back. What'd you say, Jess?
I'm saying, why do these people go to these other countries and do this stuff though? Like, wow.
Yeah, you should always respect the law of the other country that you're in.
Yes.
But
he said he didn't mean any disrespect.
Yes, true. But guess
I'm
what?
not going back.
I ain't going back. Y'all ain't about to put me in jail for 9 months over.
But not only that, I'm not going back to any countries that's close to him that they can come and grab me. I'm not going nowhere near.
You go back and just follow the laws, y'all.
That's what I'm
they
saying.
trying to put me in prison for 9 months?
I'm saying, but if he appeals it, it's overturned and he's good. He pays his fine, whatever. Because there are people calling this harsh, like and they don't believe it will actually happen because of the power that the U.S. has and the fact that he's a big celebrity.
First of all,
there's a criminologist before you get into social media and all your things.
Yes.
There's a criminologist that BBC spoke with because I was trying to figure out like what is the favor here.
What's the laws in Romania though? That's what we should be looking up before you look up porn stars that know a little something about
porn
law.
Stars. BBC. Oh my God, not that BBC. No.
That's what you.
No, the outlet, like the media outlet. Oh my God, I would never. My grandma's listening.
Lauren and her sources.
Good morning, Mama. My grandmother is listening. Why would you say that?
Lauren will talk to a porn star that know a little something about law.
Not somebody met at Diddy Court.
Before you go, I just want to tell you a funny story. So I used to have the black Tesla truck, right? And I used to go to pick up my daughter. And when I used to go pick her up, they used to scream, BBC, big black car. And my daughter would just be like, Dad, what is BBC? And I just wouldn't answer her. But I thought that was the funniest thing. I'm like, I don't know what they talking about.
In the neighborhood you live in, that's very racist, sir. Okay, I just want you to know. I just want you to know. In the neighborhood you live in, pulling up in that, and white people yelling BBC is very racist.
I know we got. I know we got a rap, but this is breaking right now. Charlamagne the God did a $200 million deal with iHeartMedia.
Girl, please.
My sources that's per Forbes. You ain't going nowhere. You here. So you work here.
I do work here.
So Forbes just dropped the article, and it's a look into Charlamagne's new empire and his ambition to turn Black Effect into the BET of podcasting. So they said that the 5-year deal was signed back in August, and that you've launched over 60 shows of Black Effect, but you plan to add 10 more in 2026. Is that correct?
Listen, I don't know what that number is you're talking about, but yes, salute to Forbes. They highlighted my career and my various business ventures. Thank you. All praises due to God. God is so good, and I just want God to continue to guide my steps, my words, and my actions. I'm actually on the I'm on the cover.
Yes.
The cover of Forbes.
Now, hold on. I'm reading this.
Right.
Hold on. I'm reading this, and it says Charlamagne the God recently signed a $200 million deal with iHeart. Now, Charlamagne, when I walked in today, you said you got me a Christmas gift.
Yeah.
I did get you a Christmas gift.
Was it before you signed this or after you signed this?
Listen, I don't know nothing about the number. All I'm telling you is that
I'm talking about the number.
Apologies to everyone who reported otherwise that I wasn't staying with iHeart. I don't know where you would get that from. But yes, I've re-signed a multi-year deal with iHeart. Yes.
Yo, this daily cover, they got it's like a GIF, like photos of Charlamagne moving. You are these pants are a little fitting, sir. Like, you look a little thick, and you be talking about thick and all this husky and all that.
God is so good. We're just gonna keep growing. Okay, Black Effect will continue to grow.
Please go check out these photos.
Breakfast Club will continue to grow.
That waist will continue to grow.
We are leaving the year of the snake. It's all about shedding and letting go. Okay, the year of the horse, 2026, is upon us, and it's all about stepping into who you really are.
Congratulations, brother.
You better not give me that black. You better not give me that black ass this year for Christmas. That's all I'm saying.
Whoa.
I don't know.
Congratulations, sir. Congratulations.
Yo,
congratulations, huh?
Y'all, how you spell Jerry Curl? I learned something new from reading this article. How you spell Jerry Curl?
How you like the cover though? How the cover look?
That is a traumatic.
How you spell it?
JHERI Curl.
When you read everything. You know how to spell it. I did not know you spelled Jerry Curl, JHER.
You also go to get law advice from porn stars.
I got it from BBC and not that whatever. But you look unkish on here.
Thank
you look good. You know,
and that's the Forbes cover.
Yeah, daily cover of Forbes. So
congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
But no, the physical will be out in February.
There's print too.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Big business, big 200.
No, what? Stop. What are you talking about?
Big 200. Big 200.
Y'all look crazy.
That phone about to light up.
No, that's crazy.
Yo,
I need to borrow somebody.
Bro, it's the year of the snake.
Stop,
I'm shedding my day.
Donkey
Can I
Day is
please
up
borrow
next.
something?
My windshield's cracked.
Donkey Day is up next, and it's the People's
I
Donkey.
need new sneakers. You
It's the
told me
People's
earlier.
Donkey.
My kids need to go to college.
1-800-585-1051. If you want to give somebody the
My
credit
front
they deserve
door ain't
for being
working.
stupid, you can do it right now. It's the
My
Breakfast
belly.
Club.
It's your time to nominate a donkey of your own.
Remember now, it's how they choose.
Call in now, 800-585-1051.
Donkey of the day for Friday, December 19th is the People's Donkey. Okay, you know we do this every Friday, so you can call us right now, 1-800-585-1051, and give somebody the credit they deserve for being stupid. So, good morning. Who's this?
Good morning. This is T.
Peace, T. Who do you want to give the biggest hee-haw to?
I'm giving a hee-haw to my mother. She still has not tried to meet her grandson. I took your advice when I called for get it off of your chest. I sent that other email just like you all told me to just try to touch base with her and give her one more chance. And she still has not. She literally responded to the email and just said, "Oh, he's handsome. God bless." So honestly, I'm letting it go, and she deserves the biggest hee-haw for letting our situation stop her from being a first-time grandma.
God damn. What's her name?
Oh, my mother's name is Lynette.
Damn, Lynette. Well, I hope that y'all can figure that out, man. But I get it. It's funny, me and my cousin was just having that conversation just about how, when parents or grandparents know they didn't show up for you the right way, so they feel ashamed.
Yeah.
When parents know they didn't show up for you the right way, they feel ashamed, so it keeps them from even wanting to be involved in their grandkids' lives. That's crazy.
Yeah. And I think she's still holding on to that emancipation issue. But if I put my pride aside to just reach out so she can have her relationship, I have to let it go. So I'm blessed with my boyfriend's family, everybody that loves him. But she deserves the biggest hee-haw because we grew up in the church. She should know better. So hee-haw, hee-haw, hee-haw.
Damn.
And Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Happy holiday.
And Merry Christmas is crazy.
Good morning. Who's this?
Hey, good morning, man. This is Boone from the 843.
843. Who you want to get the biggest hee-haw to?
This guy, man, from yesterday, man. I don't even know this clown's name. I guess he tried to commit suicide on the 526 and messed up everybody's money, man. They had it shut down on both sides until about 1:45, man.
Not my brother. My brother. Now, you know a lot of people jump off that bridge. What bridge is that? That's
the Don Hope Bridge.
Yes, people jump off that bridge a lot. Why are you mad at him because he was feeling suicidal?
Because he messed up my money, Charlamagne. All I made is $110, man. I usually make about $800 a day. This joker, man, he had traffic back up. I just gone home.
I understand, but it is the holiday season. People dealing with a lot of seasonal depression, man. Like, you don't know what's going on in that man's life. He was not. I know he wasn't thinking about you, sir. He was thinking about not being here no more.
Trust me. Listen, when I heard at around 5 o'clock this morning, I heard them say someone was on the bridge or jumping off the bridge. So my heart did go out. I was like, dang, man, someone committed suicide on the bridge again. That's a sad thing. But at the end of the day, when I wake up the next day and hear the news that they saved this guy, I was like, nah, man, you supposed to have jumped, man.
Bye, man. Get off my phone, man.
Yo, what's wrong with you, man?
Listen, this is the reason why you shouldn't kill yourself, because nobody's going to care. There ain't no way in hell I want life to just continue to move on without me like this, all right? No. Please, man. Find somebody to talk to, please. Good morning. Who's this?
Hey, how you doing? This is Antoine. How y'all doing, fam?
Peace, Antoine. Where you calling from?
Atlanta, Georgia.
A3L, shorty. Who you want to get the biggest sweetheart to?
All right, I got two today. First one is to go. I know we just went through this whole food thing, crisis, and they be throwing away food, and they don't be wanting to give it up to the people, and the workers get suspended for taking food home too.
Yeah, I think that's so lame. I think that there's a special place in hell for people like that, because if you're just going to throw the food away, I think it should be a policy for all fast food restaurants or any type of chain restaurant. Instead of throwing the food away, package it up and take it to the nearest homeless shelter or community organization that feeds people. Like, don't just throw that food away.
Exactly. Now, even the owner don't even want to let it go. He want to have some kind of monetary. We had to pretty much pay for us to take the food home, so it's ridiculous. Also, I want to give a Henry public school system. My wife is a teacher for almost 10 years now. Mm-hmm. So shout out to Courtney. They just overrunning her. She comes home and she's stressed out, and they be going all over the place with her, and I just don't think that's fair. And they need to check that out.
Got you. Good morning. Who's this?
Yo, Charlamagne. What's up, man?
Peace.
This is Keisha.
Who?
Keisha.
Peace, Keisha. Who you want to get the biggest hee-haw to?
I got to give it to you, and I got to give it to Loren, man.
Okay.
Charlamagne.
Yes, ma'am.
Go to moistjuicylips.com, sir.
Go to moist what?
moistjuicylips.com.
moistjuicylips.com. Why? Am I on there? Am I on there?
You need to be on there.
You saying I got moist, juicy lips, Keisha? Don't flirt with me now. I'm a married man.
So, man, last time I talked to you, you called me a lesbian, man. I told you to go to my website. Y'all remember I gave Loren my books, right? She never gave y'all my books. So I'm going to need Loren to give y'all my books.
Okay.
And all of my merch. But you called me a lesbian.
Are you?
When DJ Emmy was hanging up on me, so I got to give you the biggest donkey.
That's what I'm talking about.
Why did I call you a lesbian? Why would I just randomly be like, you a lesbian?
Because of moistjuicylips.com. With lesbianism, I guess, because of the moist juicy lips.
I don't remember that.
She writes
novels and short stories. I just didn't do nothing to you, did I?
No, Jess, you the only real one up there. I'm telling you.
Hey,
thank you, moist juicy lips. Thank you.
No, but I've been on your website before. You got the book Choices, and you got the book Lacy Red Thong. Then you got another book called Moist.
I was going to ask you about some of these titles.
You hung up? Oh, well, yeah, go to moistjuicylips.com, y'all. There's all types of horniness on there for anybody that feeling frisky this weekend. Mm-hmm. Good morning. Who's this?
This is Tisha from Texas.
Tisha, who you want to get the biggest hee-haw to?
My own self, because the other day I was doing my ritual, getting up, turning on the Breakfast Club, because, that's y'all in my ritual. Nothing was on. I heard some white guy talking, and I said, now, what's going on? And I'm looking, I turn, I asked Alexa to turn it on. Nothing happened. It was the same white monotone guy. And I was so mad saying, they just celebrated 15 years. Trump has taken them off the air. What did Charlamagne do? Figured out it was a doggone Sunday.
You see what I'm saying?
See what happens?
You see what I'm saying? That's like pulling up to Chick-fil-A hungry as hell on a Sunday and wondering why it's closed.
Exactly. So I have to put myself on. I'm like, oh, Lord. I was trying to turn on the local radio here in Dallas, Dee in the morning. She wasn't on. I'm like, he's taking all the black people off.
Salute to Dee McGuire, man. I love Dee McGuire.
What's up, Dee?
My guy, George
Gio.
Cook, Big Gio, he's the operations manager at K1. It's K104, right?
Yes, good people.
You know, he's the first person to give me a full-time job on the radio in Charleston, South Carolina.
Wow.
Yep, at a station called Hot 98.9, and he told me that he wanted me to do a morning show at night because I used to be on 7 to midnight. So he kind of prepared me for where I am now, man. I love Big Gio. That's my brother, man. Love
His
him
daughter
to
just
death.
graduated
He had all
too.
works in the divine power.
That's right.
100%. Yes, his daughter did just graduate.
She just graduated,
She just
man.
graduated from.
I'm looking it up now.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Her name was Anaya. Anaya graduated from
LSU.
Oh yeah, LSU. You know what's
LSU.
so
She
funny?
just graduated from LSU. Yes, she did.
I'm sorry, Big
Okay,
G.
well, Merry Christmas to y'all. I love y'all. Jess, you should do a scarf line. You know how you do it with the scarves? Do a scarf line. We'll buy it.
You know what? Thank you. That's a great idea, babe. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm going to drop some scarves.
Okay. All right. I love y'all. Merry Christmas.
Love you
Happy
too.
New Year.
Love you too.
Hey G, don't think I was ignoring you. I saw when you text me the picture that Anaya graduated. Salute to Anaya graduating from LSU. But I just saw the picture about the monetary gift would be deeply appreciated.
I just seen that too. Yeah.
I got Anaya right now, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw something in there. I'm gonna throw something in there too. Congratulations to Anaya, man. LSU.
Nah, people like Gio, people like George Cook, man. We probably wouldn't be in. I wouldn't be in the position I'm in if it wasn't for somebody like him. So salute to my guy, man.
Salute to Gio. Yeah, I'm gonna do my car show in Dallas this year too. So I know Gio gonna hold me down. But yeah, we gonna throw something in.
You're not welcome in Dallas. You're a Giants fan, and you be talking too crazy about us. You don't know. Yeah. You respect the star, and then you can step foot in Dallas. But we do that every week, every Friday. The People's Donkey. You can call up and give somebody the credit they deserve for being stupid. All right, so we ain't gonna be here for a couple of weeks though. So you know what I'm saying. But we can get to it when we come back.
All right, when we come back, Mysonne will be joining us.
That's right. Mysonne is now on Zoran Mondani's NYC Mayor-elect Zoran Mondani's transition team.
That's right.
Yeah, so we'll be talking to Mysonne when we come back. You know, the New York Post just fronted on Mysonne. They put him on the front page of the Post talking about a crime boss, as if that man hasn't been home, doing nothing but God's work since he stepped out that cell. But we'll talk to him when we come back.
All right, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa is here as well. We got a special guest in the building, Mysonne.
Thank you for having me. What's going on with you?
Can you autograph this for me, man?
Can you autograph this crime boss? This is the first. Let me see. This is the first time I actually see. I don't even have one of these papers.
You ain't see it?
No, I didn't even see it like in person. I just seen it online. Wow.
Well, before we get into that, what does your role on Zoran Mondani's transition team entail?
It entails being an advisor, being able to talk about policies that we think should be implemented from criminal justice, from public safety, also appointments, people that we think should be a part of his staff that in that area that we feel best fit what it is that he wants to accomplish and what represents us in the community.
So what power do you have to actually influence policy? Because people will be like, oh, this is just optics. You get somebody like Mysonne who's well respected in the city. Like, what power do you have to actually influence
it's 20 of us. It's 20 of us in that committee, right? So we sit down and we talk about policy. We have different meetings. We we send, okay, this is the policy we think we should enact, and he gets to look at that based off what we come together, and he makes his own decision. We don't just tell him what to do. All we can do is advise and give recommendations.
Hate or love Mondani, right? People have been yelling that they want this. They want people in the community, from the community, helping to make decisions. Why are people so upset that it's happening?
Because, people don't like change, especially the people that don't want to see change. They want to make it seem like it's a bad thing. It doesn't make sense that you mad that somebody who's experienced the criminal justice system on both ends, who was wrongfully convicted inside prison for 7 years, came home and started working with youth inside prison, started dealing with reform organizations, who has influenced policy within prisons, who knows, the mind state of the young kids that's going in and out of these prisons, that's actually working with him. That doesn't make sense that somebody would be mad. So I love what Mayor Mondani Mayor-elect right now, is doing right now, because he's really trying to encompass what New York looks like. The people inside New York, the voices of New York. I'm about to start doing roundtable meetings and convenings with formerly incarcerated individuals in which we sit down and we talk about what it is, what it looks like to actually be productive members of society. What do we want to see? What do we realize is wrong with the system, so he can actually get a real understanding of what's happening inside the system.
I try not to take too many things personal, man. But when I saw this on the front page of the New York Post, you labeled as a crime boss, Mondani appoints rapper who served 7 years for armed robbery as justice advisor. It actually offended me as a person with a criminal record, because it's like, damn, Mysonne went to prison in what, 1999?
Mm-hmm.
How old are you, 20?
Yep, 21.
21. You're a 48 48-year-old grown man now. You've done nothing since you came home but giving back to your community, but tried to teach others not to follow this same path, and you still can't escape that?
Well, you know, I say all the time, what the devil means for bad, God will use for good. They got a good picture, so I actually like this picture.
You're wearing your boycott black
That's
murder
exactly
shirt
what I'm
and
saying.
hat.
When you look, it's boycott black murder on the shirt and the hat, and we actually sold out. So you can go buy some more on the website if you want to at untilfreedom.com. But it actually shows what it is that I represent. So what happened was, for me, when I received so many congratulations, it's like people didn't even realize that they were actually trying to, discredit and defame me. People were just like, wow, you're doing something with the mayor. You're actually, a part of the justice advisory system with the mayor. So it didn't even get the effect that they wanted to get. So it was, for me, it was like, you know what? I'm not going to allow them to utilize that to discourage me from the work that I've been doing for the last over a decade. With Until Freedom, we've been doing this anti-violence work. We've been doing criminal justice work for the last over a decade. So for me, it's like, I'm going to continue and I'm going to utilize this notoriety, and which I mean for bad. I'm going to utilize it. I'm going to make sure that, the word gets out. I'm going to make sure that I represent formerly incarcerated and justice impacted people properly. So when they say, oh, we can't do it, I want to be a representative to say that Mysonne showed you that it's definitely possible and you can be successful.
Because you've been doing this for a long time, you know what I mean? But did this moment and how, like, a New York Post or, wherever else mentioned you, did it turn up something new or make you think of okay, we need to make sure we're doing this over here too? Was there a blind spot that you saw through all this?
I don't know if it was a blind spot, but it definitely was a level of urgency. It made me feel more, motivated to do the work that we've been doing, to motivated to bring certain voices, because, I say this all the time. There's so many formerly incarcerated people who are doing so many positive and, just really good things that nobody talks about, and that's the thing I want to highlight. Because a lot of people formerly incarcerated don't believe that they can do certain things. They don't believe that they can be successful. And most, the public perception is that too as well. So I want to be able to highlight people that come home that have been doing this work for years, who've been doing positive things for years, who've been productive members of society. They always, people act like they don't know. Allen Iverson was formerly incarcerated. It's so many people that we talk about that was formerly incarcerated. Malcolm X was formerly incarcerated, and it's like we look down on the stigma. And when we talk about formerly incarcerated, a lot of people don't act like they know that black people are the highest falsely accused and exonerated people in the world. So a lot of us, like I said, I was falsely accused of a crime. I spent 7 years in jail for a crime I didn't commit. I went to trial for my case. So it's like a lot of us, just because there's the stigma of us being arrested and incarcerated, they make it seem like we're a threat to society and we just criminals. And some people have committed crimes, but some people, like when you go to the prison, right, it's supposed to be rehabilitation. So if a person does his time and he comes on, he's productive, why do we act like he can't be productive?
And they're focusing on your past, but that is the very thing that qualifies you for the role. How do you feel about that?
I think that is so ironic. Or it's just disingenuous to say that when we got a president that got 34 felonies and his whole cabinet is full of criminals, right? So, but we look at, especially black people, we act like we can't do certain things. And I say all the time, those closest to the problem are closest to the solution. Sitting in the cell for 7 years, seeing how the injustice system works, seeing how inmates are treated and how people are sitting there. A brother just was killed. He was executed And they found out 4 or 5 years later that his DNA didn't match and he was actually innocent. So these are things that happen every day in the justice system. And people like myself who've actually experienced it, who understand that and see the blind spots because somebody who just went to school and studied law never understood those realities. A lot of times, I've watched a lot of elected officials. I've watched people who studied the law and then they actually got incarcerated and they came home and have conversation with me like, yo, I didn't realize what was going on. And they become the biggest advocates for prison reform and for, those type of things. So I just think that I've been blessed with the opportunity, and God created for me for such a time as now. I never understood when I was incarcerated. When you sit in jail for 7 years for a crime you didn't do, you don't understand what you're in there for. Especially you got $1 million record deal, you sitting in the jail cell, and you're like, why the hell am I sitting in jail? And it was days that was my conversation. And but I always said that I'm not going to allow this system to break me, because every day that I don't grow and I don't learn and I don't do things positive, then the system won. So when I came home and I started realizing, why I was in there, I started realizing that our people are overly incarcerated, especially young black and brown males. They're overly incarcerated. Some of them are just lost. They don't even identify with things. So I came home with a different perspective, is to say, you know what, I'm going to pour into my community different. I'm going to empower these young boys. I'm not going to make them think that prison is some way to be, but I'm also not going to make you believe that because you was in prison that you can't be successful. And I wanted to come home and model that behavior. And I think for the last 20 years that I've been out of jail, my crime happened in 99. It's 26 years later, and y'all still talking about a crime that happened 26 years later, but y'all not looking at the track record for the last 20 years that I've been home and I've been on this ground, put boots on the ground and doing this work.
How do you want young organizers watching this moment, watching you, watching Tamika, watching the Erica Fords on this transition team? How do you want them to understand the relationship between protest and policy?
Shout out to Angelo too. He's actually he's on the criminal justice work, but I want young protesters to understand, organizers, right? Because I don't want you to just be protesters. I want you to be savvy. I want you to be intelligent. I want you to be strategic. I want you to look at this moment as progress, right? Because we all got to do different things. There's an inside-outside game. And, for years we stood outside and we was the protesters, and people said, yeah, y'all can go out there, and they made jokes. You got your picket sign, and it was cool. But we watched incremental change happen, right? We got incremental change, and we protested enough people to where they said, okay, what do y'all want? Right? And then they sat down with us. And then we started saying, okay, we want this. And they started, and we started watching capitulate. When we talk about the CMS, Tamika and Erica Ford and AT, they sat out there and protested the mayor until they got millions of dollars put into that CMS system when there was nothing. When they was told that there was no data and they would never get a dime. And now it's up to over $100 million that's given to CMS inside of New York City because people did that work. So I want you to be understanding. I want you to be relentless. I want you to be fearless. But I want you to understand that there's a process and that there's an ultimate goal. And if you just protest and you don't see things going anywhere, if you don't get yourself, if you're not in positions to actually make change, if you don't have the ears and the wherewithal to touch the people who can actually give policy, to actually do things for the communities you're fighting for, then you just fighting a fight for nothing. So it's cool. I told people I'm tired of having, victories that, just being the leader that died. We celebrate our leaders dying at 30 and they ain't got nothing, but they kept on. I want to win. I don't want I'm tired of moral victories. When do we actually get the victories where we see some change for our people? I'm tired of the story of we watching our people run out in glory and they say, yeah, y'all gonna be the first ones. We know all y'all gonna die, but it's gonna be brave. You brave because you went out there. And I don't want that no more. Like, when we gonna be strategic and we go through the back door and we actually take over the castle and we put our people in position? When we gonna start doing that? Like, I think our strategy has to change and it has to evolve what we dealing with. It's just like when we look at Trump and we look at Jasmine Crockett and we look at the people that are meeting fire with fire. We can't keep having the conversations about, this is not how it's supposed to. No, this is how it is. You can't fight a fight with one hand behind your back where people got 4 and 5 hands and they jumping you and you saying, but I fought with honor and I did it the right. No, actually you fought and they killed you. Like, I'm tired of just dying. Like, I really want us to win the war. So I want black people and our young activists to be strategic and figure out how do we actually get the things that we're fighting for.
Word. Well, it's Mysonne, man. Where can they find you, my brother?
You can find me on Instagram at Mysonne NY General. You can find me on YouTube, same thing. Facebook, same thing.
Yo, keep holding them accountable.
And make sure you go TMI Podcast that we're gonna get LL on real soon. So make sure you follow us on TMI Podcast on iHeart.
Yes,
Radio.
the Black Effect iHeart Radio
right.
Podcast Network. My man Mysonne, it's the Breakfast Club. Yes, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, the Breakfast Club. And you know what time it is. It's time for Pass the Hawks.
Go. My DJ. Say go DJ. Cause my DJ. Yeah, DJ, come spin that.
Nyla, Symone, big Nyla. What's happening?
What's up, Char? What's up, Jess?
Hey, girl.
Okay, so today, of course, a lot of new music again. I just want to give a few shout outs because Marco Plus dropped the deluxe to his project.
Salute to Marco Plus.
And then also, last week I had a lot of records that I wasn't able to get to, but I don't know if I should start with the new. Actually, let me start with R&B and then I'll get into the rap. First, I want to start with 320. They're a duo. I think they're a couple. I'm not sure. Sorry if you guys aren't, but you do look like a couple. They do a lot of R&B, gospel type records, like positive, uplifting, and they just dropped an album. This record that I'm about to shout out is called The Light.
Very
I like
fresh.
It got a I Wanna Be Down. What is it? I Wanna Be Down by Brandy.
Yeah.
It gives that vibe. I like it.
Yes, feels very minty.
Okay, good. Refreshing.
Yeah, very minty. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you put a mint in your mouth and you like take a deep breath, you know what I mean? Yes.
Okay,
That's
good.
cool. I like that.
Good. Their record that I first got hip to is called Blessed Like That, where they flipped them cool like that. So they just have they got a dope catalog. So
I
definitely
love playing it. So that's a good take. That's
yes.
a good sample.
Check them out. Next, we're gonna get into our rap bag. I'm gonna do with Don't Ever Feel Real. This is off of Conway the Machine's new project featuring Heather Victoria. Shout out to Heather.
Okay, Nyla.
Let me tell you something, man. You know how you know God don't make no mistakes? Because every single time I hear Conway, it's very rare I don't do my face like this. It's very rare I don't do my... Like, that's why, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know, you know, what happened to him was an unfortunate situation.
Yeah.
But the fact his face is in that permanent...
Sideways.
That's how he makes me feel whenever I hear his music.
I love that.
It's very rare I hear Conway and don't feel like that.
Yeah. Gotta do the screw face.
I like it.
And also I just did an interview with Conway. Make sure you guys check it out. It's on YouTube. Next, I'm gonna go with Kenny Mason. Now, Kenny Mason is another rapper who's a part of the, you know, Marco Plus, Ruben Vincent, Chris Patrick class, Suave. He's also out of Atlanta, and this record is called Gorgeous. Even though I will say, I think Kenny Mason was a little bit before them, but
I like that. That's a 10.
Okay.
To me, I like that. I like the beat switch, like whatever that's called. Whatever he did to the beat before it just went off.
Fire. Okay, good.
Fire.
Yeah, I knew you liked it. I seen you dancing. I'm like, okay, great. We got Jess, Char.
I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
You 3 for 3, Nyla.
Yay. Okay.
What we ending with?
I gotta do this Nas and Premier, man. I seen a lot of commentary about it online. Some negative, some positive.
I thoroughly enjoyed the Nas and Premier album. When I first listened to it, I think I had too much expectation because of the past work that they've done. So, you know, when I heard the album, I kind of wanted like more, you know, of the Madman, Nasty, Esco, Nasir records. But then I'm like, nah, I like what they did a lot. I like writers. I like, you know, Welcome to the Underground. I like Pause tapes. What you playing?
I'm gonna play the Bouquet record. The shout out to the ladies.
I knew you was gonna do that. This first of all, this is why you don't listen to the internet either, because you know the internet don't be appreciating good music. Because literally, when I listened to the Nas and Premier album, I was like, okay, it's cool, but I had a different expectation. But then I'm watching people on the internet say they don't like it, and I'm like, nah, ain't no way, Nas. I'm like, nah. Then I went and rolled to it. I'm like, no, I rock with this album a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
ain't
right.
nothing like affirmation. I love affirmations. I felt like I was in a time capsule. It took me back in the day, like, you know, but that's just the feel that Nas gives you. But I love it. I love what he's talking about. I like the beat.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know what? It makes me want to hear a Jay-Z album with one producer. Because, you know, Nas has done this several times, right? Nas did all the albums with Hit Boy. Now he did it with Premier. And I'm like, you know what? Since y'all always want to compare Jay-Z and Nas, like let's get Jay-Z to do an album with one producer. And I know 444 came close to it because he did a lot of work with No ID.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like really just locking in with one producer that we know that he makes great records with. Like, we know Nas and Premier make great records. By the way, Jay-Z and Premier make great records too. But imagine a Jay-Z Just Blaze project. Just imagine a Jay-Z Just Blaze project. Think about all of the great records Jay-Z and Just Blaze have made to get together. Go back to the Blueprint album and listen to those Jay-Z Just Blaze records, You Don't Know, and all of that stuff like that. Think about PSA. Imagine Jay-Z and Just Blaze locking in.
Yeah, 2026.
I don't know when, but that's what I would want.
Would he do it again? I mean, is he like? You think he'd be up for that? Music?
Why not?
And you know another reason I would want it to be Just Blaze, because I want Jay-Z to talk filthy. Like, he gave us the 444. He gave us the grown, more healed version. Doing right by his wife, not cheating on his wife, no more stuff like that. Like, we got that. I want him like coming down to the nigga net and addressing all the low vibrational BS, all of the people that be having something to say.
Would he do that? Would he do that now?
I don't know.
Okay.
But that would be dope. A Jay-Z album produced by Just Blaze with him just talking filthy to everybody who always got something to say about him.
I would love to hear.
Come on, man.
I would love to hear that.
Come on, man. That would be fantastic.
I don't know how filthy though. I don't know. Some things he's above. But
I mean, he said some things he's above, but he can be speaking from a healed version to these.
True. True.
Yes.
Well, if you guys like those records, make sure you guys tap into my playlist, the certified playlist.
I like all of them.
Okay, good. I'm gonna text them to you. But for everybody else, make sure you guys follow me on the gram at Nyla Symone, NYLASYMONEEE. They're all added to the playlist. And yeah, we'll be back next year. So happy holidays.
Peace. When we come back, we got the People's Choice Mix. 1-800-585-1051. Don't call for no request, because that's just a lie that they tell you for no reason. It's the Breakfast Club. Yes, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, the Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious. Loren LoRosa is here as well. And Sunday is World Meditation Day. I'm a big proponent of meditation. I can get up to about 5 minutes of stillness, you know what I mean? But Chaka Khan and her foundation is doing a collaboration with the United Nations Office for Partnerships, and she's co-hosting the second annual UN World Meditation Day from 12 to 1 p.m. And we have her on the phone right now to talk about it. Peace, Miss Chaka Khan.
I'm PC, my brother. How are you?
I'm blessed, black, and highly favored. Why you didn't bring your pretty self in the studio so I can hug you?
Well, you wouldn't want to hug me right now.
Good morning, Miss Chaka Khan.
Good morning. Who's this I'm talking to?
Loren.
That's Loren LoRosa. This is Charlamagne. I know you have your Chaka Khan, the Chaka Khan Foundation, in collaboration with United Nations Office for Partnerships, is co-hosting the second annual UN World Meditation Day.
Yes, and that's ChakaKhan.org.
ChakaKhan.org, yes.
.org, yes, that's very important.
How has meditation, our spiritual practices, helped you, Miss Chaka?
It's helped me to stay calm, and to go for the loving aspect of human nature, as opposed to how I can be. I go for the higher ground, and that's what we all have to do in these times. Things are a little bit nutty right now, and we need to all really go for the higher part of life. We have to really look for the best parts of all people. Just go for it. Right now, things are crazy. People are a little bit, unsure about what's happening in life and what's going to come next. And the thing is to trust in the fact that we all are in this together. And if we choose love and choose peace and choose patience, these are the things that we need to really go for.
Absolutely.
And it can be rough sometimes, but it is the beauty of us is that we are able to go from one place to another really quickly, and we should be about that.
I saw a comment that you made. You said, I spent decades performing for the world, but meditation taught me how to perform for my soul first.
There you go.
What point in your career did you realize that you weren't performing for your soul first?
Well, I think I got that early on in life, even though I couldn't really talk about it. I couldn't really, I didn't know what was going on, except that I was singing and I was loving it. And I was receiving a lot of love, too, from the people I was singing to. It was, it's really my it's what I do for a living. I feel like a preacher, and I feel, like one of God's children who have the privilege to talk to vast amounts of people and touch them in a good and loving way.
Absolutely.
And that's what we need to be about these days right now.
I agree.
Patience. Mm-hmm.
Why did you choose to partner with the United Nations for this?
Oh, because they are global, and it's wonderful. We are so honored and thankful, that the United Nations, the World Meditation Day, it feels the same way that we do, and they've really been great so far, and I'm looking forward to today for World Meditation Day to maybe get us all on one mental, heartfelt place at the same time. It's a big thing. It's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely. We're not going to keep you. I just want to ask you, though, what does meditation give you now that success and accolades and the fame never could?
Well, it keeps me grounded. And I see things for what they really are. You know what I'm saying? That we are really about loving each other and being patient with one another, sharing our gifts, and I'm really honored to be in this place in my life. I'm happy, that God chose me.
Absolutely.
To be doing what I'm doing. I'm honored.
Well, we were honored to have you on the phone this morning, Miss Chaka Khan. Tell them what she's doing again, Lauren.
You're headed to the UN today, right?
That's right.
And
yes, it's lovely weather.
I know, right? It's raining here in New York, and so you guys will be working just based off your partnership because of World Meditation Day. Because you shared on Instagram already, and millions of people tuned in. So now you'll be doing it with the UN.
Right, and many people will be tuned in.
And will it be a live meditation session that we'll be able to watch?
Yeah. That's right.
And how can people tune in?
ChakaKhanFoundation.org.
Got you.
Okay, Miss. Thank you.
Tune in and give us your love, and let's spread it.
We will.
Spread it to everyone.
And I hope to see you soon in this studio now.
Yeah, well, I'll be there soon. That's true.
All right. Peace, Miss Chaka Khan.
Well, God bless you all.
All right. Peace.
And thank you.
Thank you.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, Jess, you in D.C. this weekend?
Yep, I'm in D.C. We had a show last night. We got 2 tonight. We got 2 tomorrow and 1 on Sunday. So get your tickets if you have not yet. We do have merch. Don't Play With Me merch. That's for the new tour coming up in 2026. Last night was dope. I haven't done a show on a Thursday, like a weekday show, in a long time, about like 8 years. But it was amazing seeing so many people come out through the rain. Parking ain't good, but they was in there fly. They was ready to see Jess and Desi. So I appreciate you, DC. We're going to have a lot more fun this weekend.
All right. That's time to get up out of here. You guys have a great week, a great holiday, a happy new year. We'll see you on the other side. Charlamagne, you got a positive note?
I do, man. I've been telling y'all this for some days now, and I just want to remind you, this is the year of the snake, okay? As the snake sheds its skin, may this year bring renewal, okay? 2025, you still got what? I think 14, 13 days left to shed everything that is no longer serving you, okay? The snake says you have to get rid of the old to make way for the new. Don't be afraid to start again. Be flexible and open to change. Focus on your goals. Let go of the past, okay? I need y'all to do that before the year is over, man, because we're in the year of the snake, but you only got like 10, 13 days left until the year of the horse. So have a great, happy holidays and all of that good stuff.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?
Woke up. Wake you up. Wake that ass up.
Program your alarm to Power 105.1 on iHeartRadio.